guys, welcome to online classes for BSc 6th semester mathematics. This is session 1 on chapter 2 of 6th semester numerical analysis paper. The chapter 2 is numerical integration. Let us start with the introduction. The process of finding the value of definite integral, say I is equals to integration from x0 to xn f of x dx using the given set of values of integrand f of x corresponding to the values x0, x1, x2 etc. up to xn of x is known as numerical integration. So when the integrand f of x is a single valued function of x, then the numerical integration is also referred as quadrature. That is, here we know in this integral, this f of x is known as integrand. So when this f of x is a single valued function, then we can say this definite integral as quadrature. So we have some methods to find the quadrature formula. Let us take general quadrature formula. Suppose I is equals to integration from x0 to xn f of x dx, where the integrand, this integrand is f of x, y equals to f of x takes n plus 1 values, because here it starts from x0 and up to xn means 0 to n we have n plus 1 values. That is, when you put x equals to x0 in f of x, you will get f of x0, that is nothing but y0. So like this you will get here n plus 1 values, y0, y1, y2 etc. up to yn, corresponding to equally spaced values of x. That is x0, they are equally spaced because here so the length of interval here we have taken as x, so that is here x0, x1 etc. up to xn, with interval of differencing being h. That is x1 is equals to, that is x1 is equals to, we know, x0 plus h, x2 is x0 plus 2h etc. up to xn is x0 plus nh. So or we can also take it as x1 is equals to x0 plus h, and x2 is x1 plus h etc. And this one can also be taken as xn as x0, this is xn minus 1 plus h. Like this also we can take. So thus this integral from x0, integration from x0 to x0 plus nh f of x dx, take this one as equation number 1. Since x is arbitrary, choose x is equals to x0 plus rh, where r is any real number. Then this implies if you differentiate this with respect to r, differentiating with respect to r, what happens? If you differentiate this one with respect to r, we have dx by dr is equals to this one is x0 is constituted 0. Differentiating with respect to r, we are differentiating with respect to r. No, it is this is 0. It is into, with respect to r we are differentiating, h is constant, h remains here. This implies what? This implies dx is equals to, this implies dx is equals to h into dr. So now we can change the limits also. When x is equals to x0 plus rh, then this implies this dx is equals to h into dr. We got this one. And you have to change limits also. When x is equals to x0, when you put x equals to x0 in this, what happens here? When you put x equals to x0, then we have here, it becomes x0 plus rh. So x0 get cancelled, it is equals to 1. This is 0. Then this implies here r is equals to 0. Similarly, when x is equals to x0 plus nh, so what happens here? What we have taken here as, we have here x is equals to, in this, x is equals to, we have here x0 plus nh is equals to x0 plus rh. So here x0 get cancelled, this implies r is equals to n. So this is the limit we got. This we can get from this one. Here you have to substitute x equals to x0 plus nh, so you will get r is equals to n. Then you have to substitute all these in equation 1. Then equation 1 becomes I is equals to integration from r is equals to 0 to n. Here the limits becomes 0 to n. And f of x equals to, we have taken here as x0 plus rh into dx. Dx is h into dr, and it is equals to, let us take h outside, constant of integral, this is a constant, we can take it outside the integral. Integration from r equals to 0 to n, this is n, it is here, here we have n, 0 to n f of x naught plus rh into dr. It is using here Newton's forward interpolation formula for this one, f of x naught plus rh, this used in your previous class. It is equals to f of x naught plus r into delta f of x naught plus r into r minus 1 by factorial 2 delta square f of x naught. Like this we have here. Let us write 5 or 6, one more term also we can write here. If you want, you can write one more term also. So it is r into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3 divided by factorial 4 delta raised to 4 f of x naught, and plus r into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3, r minus 4 divided by factorial 5 delta raised to 5 f of x naught. And if you want, you can write one more term also, because here this term helps in finding the derivation for Wedel's equation. Next in the next topic you can find that one here. If you want, you can write if you write one more term from that, here continuation of that one is plus r into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3, r minus 4, it is r minus 5 divided by factorial 6 into delta raised to 6 f of x naught. If you write one more term of this one, so then you will get like this, and plus dash 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 you can write here. So now this x h as it is here, and in this one is we know f of x naught is y naught, and you just substitute here f of x naught, you just substitute as y naught, etc. So it is integration from r equals to 0 to n y naught plus r into delta y naught. You just simplify these brackets. Simplify this bracket, r into r minus 1 is, open this bracket, r square minus r divided by factorial 2 into delta square y naught. And if you open this bracket, this is r into r minus 1 to r minus 2 divided by factorial 3, it becomes r cube minus 3r square plus 2r. And like this we can expand all the brackets here. R into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3. After simplification you will get this one. And after simplification this r into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3, r minus 4, you will get this term r raised to 4, then plus 10 r raised to 4 plus 35 r cube minus 50, it is 50 r square divided by factorial 5, and this plus 24 r also in this only, delta raised to 5 y naught, plus if you expand this term r into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3, r minus 4, r minus 5. After simplification you will get this one as r raised to 6. These are all simplifications I have given in the last page, you can find that one. So you will get this term, and plus dash dash is there. Plus like this we have many terms. So this is up to here, and we have many other terms. So this one is h into it is h into. Now you write this one as here h into y naught plus r square by 2 delta y naught, plus this one is you just what we have done here as we have integrated this one here. Integration of r is, because it is integration from r equal to 0 to n, no? Integrate this one. Integration with respect to r is r square divided by 2 delta y naught, and plus this delta square y naught divided by factorial 2 I have taken as it is. Integration of r square as r cube divided by 3 minus integration of r is r square divided by 2. Like this only you have to integrate this bracket and this bracket. It's very common, it is integration. You know the integration of r raised to n is r raised to n divided by r raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So after simplification you will get like this. And this is the continuation of that one. If I expand this last term, you will get all these terms like this. And it is the integration is between r equals 0 to n. First you substitute upper limit. So when you substitute r is equals to n, you will get, just substitute r equals to n in all the terms. You will get this term. And minus r equals to 0. R equal to 0 is, so every term contains r, no? So lower term becomes 0. This is no need to write the next term. So this is just substitution. So in all these terms we can find n, no? All the terms contains n. So let us take n outside. Then this implies I is equals to nh into y naught plus n by 2 delta y naught plus n square divided by 3 minus n by 2 delta square y naught by 2 factorial plus n cube divided by 4 minus n square plus n delta cube y naught by 3 factorial plus n raised to 4 by 5 minus 3 by 2 n cube plus 11 by 3 n square minus 3n delta raised to 4 y naught by factorial 4 plus n raised to 5 by 6 minus 2n square plus 35 by 4n cube minus 50 by 3n square plus 12n delta raised to 5 y naught by factorial 5, and plus this last term n raised to 6 by 7 minus 5 by 10 raised to 5 plus 17 n raised to 4 minus 225 by 4n cube plus 274 by 3n square minus 60n into delta raised to 6 y naught by 6 factorial plus etc. it is. So this formula is very important. You have to remember this formula. This is also known as general quadrature formula. It is nothing, it is I, or we can also take it as here it is nothing but integration from x naught to xn f of x dx, or it is x naught plus nh, both are same. So this is the general quadrature formula. You remember this formula. Using this formula we can also solve we will have many formulas. Using these formulas we can derive trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule, Wedel's rule, just by substituting n is equals to some constants. And this formula is also known as Newton's cote quadrature formula or general quadrature formula. By putting n equals to 1 to 3, we get different quadrature formulas. So in the next page I have given all the simplifications of these brackets. This is just a simplification of those terms r into r minus 1, r into r minus 1, r minus 2, etc. r into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3, and r into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3, r minus 4. Here I have used previous results for this next one. Suppose here r into r minus 1, r minus 2. What you have to do is, here you have done r into r minus 1, you know, up to this one you write r square minus r and write only the next term and simplify. Here also same thing, r into r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3, no, here we have product of these three terms here and just multiply with r minus 3 like that. Here I have given all the simplifications. You just go through this one and you can substitute these values there, and it will become easy for you to understand that simplification. So this is all about this today's session. Thank you very much for watching this session. Thank you.